Welcome to C45 TV Sports. My name is Abel Mokua. Now today I want to do an extensive analysis about Arsenal versus West Ham United. Now I'll begin as usual, begin by goalkeeping, go to defense, midfield, and then finish of course with the final third, that is the striking. Now before I proceed, if this is the first time you're watching our video, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment because that's the best support that you can give us. Now let me dive into the video. I want to say this. First of all, this was one of the games that I was personally so much surprised beginning the squad and generally how the game was. But first of all, let me talk about goalkeeping. This time around, Arteta did some changes in the squad. First on goalkeeping, Arteta changed and of course brought on Ramsdale to prove himself and show that he's supposed to be in the first team. And first of all, on a rating of 1 to 10, I just want to give him 4, simply because he did not perform as expected. He was not the Ramsdale we knew before. I mean, this is a gentleman I knew that was very aggressive during a derby. He was very commanding in the defense. He was very talkative. But this time around, it seemed to be very dull. Now, Ramsdale was scored some funny 2 goals. I think those are goals he could save if he was serious, but he allowed them to get in. Now, let me say that Ramsdale did not perform well. In my opinion, I think it's because of the fact that he has been outside and mentally has been disturbed about that. Because he came to Arsenal with that kind of motivation and he wanted to perform. But now, constant benching of this gentleman made him get affected so much, especially mentally, and of course that must affect his results negatively. What we saw from the game is not the Ramsdale we knew. He was scored very easy goals. I want to say that, for instance, the shot that he punched and then they still went in. I want to say that the ground ball that he didn't dive in time, dived after the ball had passed. That was not fair for himself because I felt like his quality dropped significantly from that particular game. Now, he did not perform, and I think going forward he needs so many matches for him to prove himself to be capable of being the Arsenal goalkeeper. If not the first team for Champions League and Premier League, at least for these other small trophies. He has to improve, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I still give him 4, as I said before. Now going to the defense never looked to be the same defense that we had with Saliba. I think someone could easily tell that Saliba is missing the defense, the way the opponents were penetrating with the box, the way they were scored their goals, the kind of reluctance that was there, some coordination lacked. I think it was a defense that looked shaky. Personally, yes, we were facing a very weak opponent. I want to say that West Ham was not so strong. Could they be very strong? I think we could be destroyed more. But I want to say that our defense looked a bit weak, and I didn't see the enthusiasm that I usually see from Gabriel Magalhaes. I didn't, maybe it's, I'm not so much used to Kivio, but of course he gave his best, I know. But they are not that quality when combined as when Saliba is in, okay? Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I want to rate our defense at 5 because they didn't perform really well the way I felt. Ben White did his best, but I still want to say Ben White did not click well with the forward the way he used to do. He did not really pass the ball. We didn't see him doing the right things there. And on him, actually was also shaky because he scored one of the goals, an own goal, which was very bad. And I feel our defense was not the same. Zinchenko did his best. I think among the defense players, among those who performed best, Zinchenko was the best because he ensured that he had done his role, going into the midfield to assist. And of course, he did not have any threat as a left back, so he was most of the time at the center of the field. This team were dominating in terms of possession, but I want to say that when it comes to being lethal, we made very easy mistakes that resulted to goals. Going into the midfield, I think I want to say that this time around our midfield was very shaky. First of all, I want to say that the combination of Kai Havertz, Jorginho, and Vieira was not among the best. I think I've always opined on this show that when having Kai Havertz in the pitch, you can't have really Jorginho. Because Kai Havertz, yes, he can tackle, but he cannot drive the ball forward the way it's supposed to be done. And when you have such kind of a person, you find that the Arsenal striker cannot get the ball that they deserve. Now, Havertz, in this game, to begin from him, at 1 to 10, I can give him 5. Not because that he was a bad player. He did what he does usually, but this time around, he improved slightly when it comes to defensively. Could tackle very well, but he could not do the things that he's supposed to do as a player, and Arsenal, especially on that position. Look at this. He was given the ball twice in the opponent's box, and the moment which he could score, but he still did not make any shot. Instead, he could receive the ball, but let it go. Receive again twice and let it go. That was not good. I think on a scale of 1 to 5 still, this guy has to get 5 to be fair, because he has not proven to us that he's supposed to play in the Arsenal midfield specifically. Now, I want to stress that Arteta has to teach Havertz some basic in football before he gets into the field. One of them is the ball control. Another one is the confidence. Havertz has been playing so many matches, but still his confidence is very low. I think he has to be benched and come at 85 because he has proven to be effective at that point. Now, going to Jorginho, he did what he usually does. He tried his best the way he usually does. But I want to say Jorginho himself for in the midfield is not one of the best. We were good possessively, but going forward, we didn't get the ball that is supposed to be there. Our striking force did not get enough balls that could also threaten that opponent's box. Now, going to Vieira. Vieira is a good player, very talented. To me, I think he's the most Arsenal creative player. The only problem I have with him now, based on the game I saw yesterday, he was not so well in positioning himself. Vieira made it difficult for other players to pass the ball to him. He could position himself somewhere like it was not easy for the ball to get through because the opponents were around him. Now, I think he needs to improve on that, and I think he needs to be given more matches so that he can play him, Odegaard, and Rice, because Vieira is very creative, and if you give him that chance, I know he can prove towards very well. But yesterday, he was not aggressive, and that aggressiveness cannot be rolled out in the Premier League. You must, as a player, you must be aggressive. You must prove that you are strong. You must be fast. You must be aggressive. You must be tough mentally, which we did not see from Vieira. Now, going to the final third. Oh no, first, before I go, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I want to rate our midfield at 5. It didn't do well. Now, going to the final third, these guys did very well, but they did not do anything significant. I want to say that first of all, Nelson is immature. Honestly, I want to say that because I think the way he was handling the ball, it was not one of the best ways. He needs to improve so that at least he can learn how to deal with the other players around him, especially his teammates. He did not give the right passes. I didn't see him threatening just as Saka does. He did not move the ball well. He gave one pass that was key. Of course, I saw it, but I didn't feel like he gave the Nelson. I think he should be coming as well in the second half to threaten or maybe try and score. And these are players who should be sold next season so that we can have effective players on that position. These are positions that need players that can come in and be very effective. If he cannot be given more matches, I think he needs to be so that he can have players when if they come off bench, they can do well. Now, going to Trossard. Trossard did replace Martinelli in position 11 as a left forward. Now, I want to say that Trossard this time around did not click as such. I think they didn't link properly with the midfielders, and that resulted to him being weak. Havertz could not be there for him. Havertz did not give him the balls. Even Vieira was not there. So I think these people could not link very well. So Trossard's effectiveness was not felt in the field. Now, Trossard could make some passes. You find Vieira is not there. You could make some, or maybe Nelson is missing. Could try to look for Havertz, is not seeing him. Now, that was difficult for him to click. And I think he needs to give such players good combinations so that they cannot get discouraged well in the pitch. When you put a player and then don't give him sufficiency, you realize that when he reaches there, he gets discouraged. He's demotivated because basically he's not doing what he's supposed to do or what he believes he can do in the pitch. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I want to say that Trossard did not do his best because he did not have the people he needs around him, and of course I can give him now 6. Now, talking about Nketiah this time around he was off. I didn't see him. He did not control the ball well, did not make good shoots, he did not even threaten the opponent's box. I didn't see him holding the ball well. I didn't see him making effective runs. That one I want to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10. Still, I want to give him 4 because I didn't see the strike I need from him. That is my video there, and if this is the first time you are watching this video, kindly subscribe, make sure comment, and if you think Arsenal performed to your ratings, and please make sure that you give your comments on the scale of 1 to 10 where you can rate Arsenal's game. Either you can do it both from defense, striking, and midfield, or you can just give a general rating. Thank you so much. Make sure that you keep following the videos we do here.